Now let's do the fourth and the last method of separation of solid-solid mixture. In next videos, we will do separation of solid-liquid mixtures. Today we are going to do the second part is sieving. What is it? Sieving. Whenever we prepare a dish with flour, and let me tell you one thing. This sieving is the most common activity of North Indian kitchens, as we prefer chapatis and paranthas for our meal. And to prepare dough for the chapati, we have to first sieve the flour to separate the flour from bran. So whenever we prepare a dish with flour, we need to remove impurities and bran present in the flour. Now, how do we do it? It is a very simple process. We put the flour into the sieve. In this case, we can see here, we have put chili flakes in the strainer. And when you will move the strainer to and fro, the powder will be collected down. The fine particles will be collected down and the bigger particles will remain on the strainer. Here what they are doing, they are separating coriander seeds from the impurities or dust. Okay, again they have put the coriander seeds on the strainer, and when it will be shifted to and fro, the powder will get collected, the powder particle will get separated from the coriander seeds. Sieving allows fine particles of flour to pass through the sieve and is collected in the dish or bowl kept under the sieve. As here you can see again the chili flakes being strained out here. As in the previous year we have seen, the fine particles will pass through the strainer and the bigger particles will remain in the impurities or particles will remain in the sieve. Whenever your mom prepares tea, she pours the tea through the sieve, right? The tea leaves get separated from the tea with a strainer. But to be kept in mind, this method can only be used when the components of a mixture have different size. As you can see here, the component that we are separating is one is bigger in size and the other one is finer in size, smaller in size. If both the impurities or both the substances in the mixture are of same size, sieving is not going to help. Now let's see what are the principles of sieving. Sieving is a method of separating substances of different sizes using a sieve. Again to be noted, substances which are different in size and by using a sieve as shown here. A sieve is a special strainer with a fine iron mesh attached to a wooden or an iron frame. What is a sieve? Sieve is a special strainer. Sieve is a special strainer with a fine iron mesh. This in Hindi you can call it jali. This jali is called mesh. Fine iron mesh attached to a wooden or iron frame. The frame used here is iron frame. And in the previous thing here, the frame that is used is wooden frame. So what it is? Sieve is a special strainer with a fine iron mesh attached to a wooden or an iron frame. The sieves can be of different sizes depending on the size of the substance to be separated. You can see here the size of the mesh or the sieve. Here the mesh are finer. These meshes are fine and this is little big. The net is little big. So it depends upon the size of the substance to be separated. When a mixture is passed through a sieve, smaller and finer particles pass through while large particles remain on the sieve here. Smaller particle will pass through the sieve and the bigger particle will remain on the sieve, and this way you can separate these two substances which are different in their sizes. Now, examples of sieving. When do we use sieving? When we need sieving? We need sieving to separate pulp from soup. Whenever vegetable soup or tomato soup is being prepared, we need to separate the pulp to get a clear soup. So for separating pulp from the soup, we need a strainer to sieve it. Separating flour from bran, outer coarse part of grain. What is bran? Bran is the outer coarse part of grain. By passing it through a sieve with fine pores. Like here, it's shown here. Here is a sieve with fine pores. You have put the flour in the strainer, and when you will move the strainer to and fro, the finer particles of the flour will be collected in the bowl down, and the coarse part, the bran, will be collected on the top. Separating fine sand from coarse sand by pouring it through a fine sieve. Again, when you want to separate fine sand from the coarse sand, we will pour it on the fine sieve. Fine sand particle pass through and form a heap on the ground, while all coarse particles and pebbles remain on the sieve. Now, let's look at the process of sieving. Mixture of solid substances of different particles. What kind of mixture? A mixture of solid substances, and they are of different sizes. The particles are of different size. This mixture is put through a sieve. Then this mixture with particles of different size is put through a sieve. Substances with smaller size passes through sieve, and the substance with bigger size remain on the sieve. This is what this principle we studied. Now, let's perform one small activity related to sieving to separate bran from the wheat flour by sieving. Put some wheat flour in a sieve and move the sieve back and forth. What we are doing? Here we have taken a sieve or a strainer. In this strainer, we have put the wheat flour with bran. The flour being of fine particles will pass through the sieve, while bran being coarse will remain on the sieve. When you will move this sieve to and fro, here we have kept a ball for collecting the fine flour particle. So when you will move this sieve to and fro, this fine particle will fall down in the ball and you will get the wheat flour. And what will remain in the strainer? The bran will remain there because they are of bigger size. This way flour and bran can be separated. So today we have done winnowing and sieving. So with this we have done all the 4 methods of solid-solid separation, that is hand picking, threshing, winnowing and sieving.